sit down. Hey, hey. Sit down now.
Man.
Get in your seat. The flight is taking.
I'm so nervous.
Why you nervous?
I just wasn't prepared for the questions.
Oh, got your
Yeah, I was just like, oh my God. I was trying so hard. I think I did good though.
yeah, you did good.
Because it's like I'm still trying to figure out how can I explain tarot. Because people get it so messed up. Like they think that mediums and psychics and tarot readers are the same thing, and it's not.
Yeah, that's the misconception. Everyone,
Right.
People, they don't, cause they blend them
Everything
together.
together.
It's a medium is tarot reader,
Mhm.
and they get all that confused.
But I like the way she gave me.
Yes.
She kind of helped me
Yeah.
be able to explain to her, like, especially when she mentioned the psych, when she went to the psychic, she was like, oh, the mom knows all these things. And same thing with Desmond and his grandma. I kept giving him a reading, and I'm like, Desmond, I don't know if you remember, he was at 810.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my condolences, even when I did the Capricorn general, like, collective reading for all Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, I still kept picking up on that death energy, and I was like, somebody might pass away.
Yeah.
And I just kept saying, you know, my condolences. And then to find out that before they moved from Miami,
Yeah.
his grandma passed away, and she left him a large amount of money in the room.
Yeah.
And he found it. And she told him, but he never believed her, you know. And he found that money, and it was just like, I just couldn't believe it. Even with Brianna, her situation, when she did what she did or whatever,
Yeah.
I still couldn't believe it. Even with Tashara, it's like, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm not at that level to where I can allow a spirit to come in and my body, like how a medium can.
Yeah. Allow.
And the spirit can talk through that person.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
And then as far as like, oh, tomorrow you're gonna go and over here you're gonna win $1 million. I can't do that either. That's the psychic.
Yes.
That's the difference. I need cards
Yeah.
in order to see what just happened in the recent past and what could happen in your recent future.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
That's the difference. I mean, in a way, it's the same thing, because if a spirit wants to come and talk to me, they can, but they have to go through my
Your
cards.
cards. Yeah.
Like, they cannot just come in my body.
Yeah, and have like a manifestation or possession of you.
Oh, yeah, possession of my body and
Yeah,
talk
and
through me.
Talk through, you know,
Right.
You gotta talk through your cards.
Yeah, that's why I kept telling her I have to have cards.
Yeah.
I need cards in order to do what I do.
Yeah.
I don't do it without cards, because then it's like I'm a psychic, and I'm not a psychic. I'm not a medium.
Yeah.
But I do see why people kind of like put all of it together. But I like the way she asked me questions, and I liked it. And I like the fact that they're curious. And I like the fact that, you know, I'm starting to open up more. But at the same time, it's like she made some valid points. Like, you can't, like, in today's society, like when she said her husband just commented on somebody's page and said, I like your bike, and then people were like attacking him. It's like, why? You know? Why do people do that? It's a lot of that in the world. So it makes me like feel like, you know, I don't really want to post my children. I don't want to post myself. I don't want to post my family or nothing like that. I'm trying to be more open, because I know my followers, they be like, why she don't go live? Why she don't, you know? But when I do, they don't really come on here. But I know they want to know, like, what is her everyday life like? I would be curious too. You know, like, what do you do? I do the same thing you guys do, you know?
The thing with the live thing is, like, how I see certain people, like, do it. Like, they'll go live, like, every day, until it becomes like a, you know,
Obsession.
okay, like an obsession, and then people start coming more because it's an everyday thing, and it becomes like a part of their everyday life. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is for some people. Watching people go live is part of their everyday life.
Yeah, but you have to deal with the people who don't like you for no
Exactly.
reason.
You have
Like
to-
when she said she followed a girl in Sioux Falls, and the girl was just like, I don't need I don't need advice on my children. I know how to be a parent. I don't need y'all to tell me how to raise my child. Peaches is going through the same thing on TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, why you got the baby out in the sun? Y'all don't know that babies need to go out in sunlight. They need that for their skin. They need sun.
Vitamin
Yeah,
C,
vitamin C, vitamin D, everything.
They need that in their system.
Right. And people will know that, Sheldon, but at the same time, they'll still come on your page just to annoy you, just to get a reaction, just to draw you out. Just people to be like, oh yeah, look at her, she's a horrible person, she cussed us out and all this other crap. That's what they're really looking for. They're not really looking. I feel like they know.
Yeah.
It's a purpose thing.
Oh, yeah, it's a purpose thing.
But that's so aggravating.
It is aggravating. That's why a lot of people that go live, they have moderators. And as soon as the negativity comes, they're shut off. Boom, they're gone. They're gone.
I mean, but there's still, I feel like it's still people in the world. They're still here. They're still here.
In the world, you're going to have negative people that are going to just want to find something to talk about you. Like, oh, well, why'd you choose to wear that color today?
Right.
Or why you choose that way to walk today?
Why you walk like that? Why you talk like that? Why your face like that? Oh, you're ugly because this. It's like, oh my God. Why are you even here watching me this hard, picking me apart?
Exactly. They do
Why?
that because they're self-conscious about themselves.
It's like they hate their damn
They
self.
hate themselves. And they
Tess. Give me my water. They hate their damn self.
Yep. They hate themselves.
Thank you. They put a lot of crushed ice.
That's good.
But I definitely enjoyed her conversation and her questions. I was supposed to drink this cranberry juice. I put a whole straw for no reason. It's real annoying and it's sad though.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm starting to realize, like, I'm not going crazy. Like, I know what I see. I know what I'm experiencing. I know what I'm going through. Especially with Courtney, and she telling me, like, I don't care for, about Emma either. I've dealt with her, and I don't like her either. She doesn't make me feel like she came to work and cater to my needs as a patient.
Yeah. There's a big difference between her and Spencer. It's a very big difference.
Yeah.
Very big difference. Spencer, he actually cares.
And he get it from his father. You heard the story.
Yeah, I heard his dad.
Yeah, and it's like, that's great. And it's just, I just knew something was wrong. I knew something was wrong. But I always doubt myself because, in my family, I was always like the odd one out, and I was always wrong, no matter if I was right. So to me, that's how I felt. Like, I felt like nobody really like heard me. So I always grew up feeling like, you might be wrong. You might be wrong. And then I'm always told, like, you handled that wrong, or you could have said it like this, or, like, I never got, like, you was right.
Yeah.
So I just be quiet, and I just deal with it. So for her to say, like, I felt the same way you felt,
Yeah.
it was big for me.
Right.
Like, I really felt good about it. I'm like, okay, so you see this, you get it. And she, I was like, okay, great. That was big for me. Because people, like, tend to try to make me feel like I'm going crazy, like, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. And it's like, this lady she don't want to do her job. And like I told her, and I just felt like she was more interested in getting to know you and paying more attention to you and talking to you than she was her patient, which was me. And I sat there for months and dealt with that, And she was like, well, she probably would do the same thing to me if I had my husband coming to my appointments. Like, some of these women don't have their husband coming to the appointments for these reasons. Because it's like, these doctors and nurses, they come to work to look men. And my mom was telling me, like, how the opposite color of us react to dark-skinned men. And how they're just really curious. And then she was like, when they get to know them, it's a different ball game. Those that are not like how your friend is. And he's just I feel like he just despised his own color or whatever. for whatever reason. I don't really care, but I'm talking about like the ones who just will talk to anything. It don't matter, like Chinese, Haitian, you know. So like those types. And it's like when she was like, they get to know them, and then it's like, this is what it's like. And I was like, to me, I just feel like they're horny. I just feel like they just want. It's that, yeah, like they're curious. They just want to try. Like, let me try this. I don't really feel like majority of them want to actually take on a relationship. You can expose my breast. Yeah, I don't feel like they really want to take on a relationship. I feel like it's out of curiosity and out of like horny lust. And then away from that, I feel like when they meet somebody like me, and it's like, you know, my confidence always been an issue for men, women, everybody. Like, shoot, it's like, you know, why you feel like that? Why you walk around feeling so good about yourself? Why do you feel so, you know? And it aggravates them. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna do this. And it's like, why do people feel like that is gonna bother everybody? Like, it may bother some women, but the women that it bother, you're gonna know. You know, like when we walked into cricket in Sioux Falls, and the girl was like, "Don't you dare," because she didn't want him to make eye contact with me. That's a woman that you can fuck her boyfriend or her husband, and she'll feel some type of way about it. You know, she'll die. But not everybody is like that. It's just so much more to life. And then I was watching a live last night, and the lady was like, she's a I guess she a tarot reader. I know she was something to do with psychicness, because how she started the video and how she like labeled it, but she didn't have any cards. And but I told you, some people don't need cards. They just can pick up on. I hear, only thing I can do is, as far as like that, I can hear conversations I feel like it's being had, because sometimes I'll be thinking about something completely different, and I just hear something in my head, or I hear a song, and I'm like, what the hell? I wasn't even thinking about this all day. I wasn't, you know, my energy is not surrounding none of this. So, and it's like it always been that way. And it's not like how for somebody else it'd be like, oh, I woke up and I was listening to this song last night, and I woke up and I was listening to no music last night, and I woke up listening to this song all day. It's replaying in my head, and I've been happening to me since last night too. This one song just keep replaying in my head, and now I couldn't even tell you what the song is because I don't remember. Right. But it's like, I wasn't listening to it, wasn't thinking about it. Where did it come from? I don't know. But the lady was talking, and she was like saying things like women need to stop thinking about when they men are cheating on them. It don't have nothing to do with you. Just worry about yourself. Worry about healing. Worry about pouring back into yourself. Let him do whatever he's doing. Like, don't stress it. Don't try to stop it. Don't try to stand in that person's way. And she was just, and I was just like, I resonate with this so much. Like, not everybody is gonna go and like jump off a bridge because their person is messing around with somebody else. But you have some women that are come at other women like that, like, oh yeah, thinking that it's gonna, and it's just like, girl, it's sad that you think this is a flex. That's all you got? Like, that's how I look at it. Like, this is really all you have to give to the world. Wow, okay. This is what you're really walking around doing? Cool. That shit don't make no sense to me. But I just feel like they need to identify the ones who are gonna care and do them like that. And then the ones who not gonna care, it's like, step to me differently. Do something else if you want a reaction. Because that's not gonna work. And you know that when she was talking, it brought me back to Kimmy and Marquise situation on Love in Huntsville. When they was like, oh, he be out and da da da, and Kimmy just this and that, and I was like, thinking about it, I'm like, you know, wow, it is true. He probably do be out all night and all this other stuff, and it's like you don't understand because you're not in the situation, and it's like she probably just don't care. You know? Like, I have this time to be at zen with myself.
Yeah.
What if that matters more, my peace?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, like what if I could just sit in the house all day and just be like, just meditate, heal myself, bring life back to myself, and then when he come back, I gotta deal with all this negative energy that he bringing, because you know it's monitoring spirits that he's bringing back when he's out doing whatever he's doing, if he's even doing anything. Even if you go into the club, that's still like a spirit that you're picking up from the club, like energy, you know, different bodies,
different bodies,
mindsets,
different things going on.
demons, all type of stuff in those type of environments. So, you know, zenning your home, cleansing your home, because you know you got somebody that's bringing it back, bringing up all this other stuff like that. So what if that's more important to her, you know, than sitting there, oh my God, I'm not gonna clean up all day, I'm not gonna make dinner, I'm not gonna do this because you did this, you did, I'm gonna run you down and I'm gonna make you sit at my job because I need to watch you. Like, that's just toxic.
Yeah.
There's no peace in that.
No, there's no peace in that.
So, and then it's like, where did I see that post? Oh, like when your friend was texting you and he was like, what's the point of going to get another girl? Because, I mean, all of them are like a pain in the ass. You might as well just deal with your pain in the ass. And I feel the same way, but with a man, it's like, what's the point? Like, who? Remember when I said it to my auntie, like, how you know, if you got a nigga right now, don't you think he messing around? Like, all of them, let's just be honest. Like, let's just be real. It is what it is. This is what is happening. You know, like, but people not ready for certain conversations.
I mean,
Not everybody ready to talk like that.
People feel like they won't experience the same.
They are my tools. What's my tools? Yeah. He said, oh, Roz girl said they are your tools. What is that? My breasts? I don't know what she meant by that. What you said now?
Oh, I was saying that people, like, they will take their experiences and they'll just feel like, oh, well, this is not going to happen to me if I go, and then they go and this person and they be like, well, damn.
The same thing
It's
happened.
the same thing.
Right.
Just a different way, but it's still the same.
It's still the same thing. So that's why remember I always say, I had a conversation with like my family and friends, and I told them like, I'm at the point in my life where it's like, it is what it is, you know, cheating is a part of a relationship, you know, but it's like, how are you going to do it? Am I still going to be respected? Are you still going to come home? You know, things like that. I want to know. But to sit there and just be like, I'm going to go all throughout my life and I'm going to find somebody that will never betray me. No. You have different forces and energies out here that's doing different things that will put spell work on your person.
Oh, boy, definitely.
And voodoo and all type of stuff to make them cheat on you.
Oh, yeah.
Remember we was talking about the lustful for man, and then the woman, I think, is Callie. And you gave me the demon of lust for man that'll make another man have sex with another man. And it's like, all of these things is in this world. So we gotta like look beyond this stuff. And that's why I say people need to educate themselves more about everything so that you can have a better understanding. When I hear people talk like, oh, well, he cheating on you, you better leave him. It's like, you're still ignorant. You still have a lot of learning to do. I don't care if you're 60 years old. You're ignorant. You don't know. You don't get it yet.
Figure out why.
No, I'm not going to leave my person because they cheated on me. Exactly, without figuring it out. Yeah.
Somebody come and put this on
exactly.
To sabotage
our relationship. Exactly. Exactly.
And then you done left the person, and the person that did it was like, ha, I got you to leave.
Yep.
And they come in and take your person.
Or they just like continue to take that person for a ride and circle around in circles, around in circles.
To terrorize that person's life, your person that you just left.
And you could have possibly saved that person.
You could have saved him or her, and then you just left them, and then now no one can save because it's too late. They didn't got them twisted and wrapped up so tight,
Mm-hmm.
and so much bondage is over with.
Yeah. Oh, I think she was talking about my tarot cards. She was like,
Oh.
they're your tools. Yeah.
Oh.
I ain't see her comment again, though. Yeah, those are my tools. That's what I use. You know? But we're reconnecting.
You have to set it over there.
I just feel like that was nice. I like that.
Oh yeah.
We talked. Yeah, and it's like I don't want to be around certain people who still think like that as well. Because I don't want that energy to rub off on me. Because what if I'm around you and I am having a down moment at my lowest or something like that? That negative talk, that type of energy is gonna rub off on me, and have me thinking and doing things that I don't want to do.
Right.
Because words are powerful. I mean, I told them on my page on my community board, like, I just found out that when you gossip, that's a form of spell work.
Yeah. You're right.
I just found that out. I didn't even know.
You're right. It is.
So, energy isn't everything.
Everything. Yeah.
So I just want to make sure that I'm surrounding my children and myself especially, around people who they think a little deeper than just surface level thinking. I don't want to be around that. I never could be around stuff like that. Like, that's just not for me. And then, I watch Maya and Marquise on YouTube and TikTok, and she was like, a little girl told her daughter, another little girl told her daughter that's little, that you act like a child. She said, I couldn't believe that this little girl told my little girl that she's childish. And she was like, I don't blame the child, I blame the parents.
Yeah.
Because, y'all doing things with y'all children and showing them things that not everybody's showing their child. And she was like, I just feel like I'm a big believer that I want my child to be a child for the rest. Not like, I don't want to rush it. Like, for the rest of her childhood. I want her to be a child. I want to take her time. And I just feel like I agree with her. But then again, it's like I want my child to know about everything and be in everything in a way, because she'll know how to handle herself. She'll know what to do. Stuff like that. I not necessarily like, I want her to just be doing these things. Like, I don't think Tessa will tell another child, you try to trust her is a child. She still be in La La Land, like we talked about the other day.
Yeah.
She still play with toys. She still whatever. But at the same time, she know about other stuff, and she know how to handle herself and know that that's wrong, and I don't want to do that. Stuff like that. I don't want to coddle her so much and hold her back from the worst numbers that she don't. If she get into a certain situation, or if she's with these particular family members, and they're doing this, she know what to do, and she know, she can blend in and stuff like that. So with Maya, what she was saying is like, I agree, but then again, I don't agree with you, because I feel like you gotta let them know about everything.
Yeah, you have to let them know about everything, because the time, honestly, generations and the times have changed. Back in the days when you could have kids that just be kids. You don't gotta worry about nothing. They don't worry about nothing in life until they reach a certain age, and then you can start telling them.
It's not. Yeah, you gotta let them know now.
Y'all let them know now what's what.
What's what?
Going on, because they're doing it in schools. The other kids are doing it. The parents are not instructing their kids or telling their kids, hey, this is how this goes. This is how this is supposed to go. This is right. This is wrong. They're not doing that.
Energy is stronger. It's rubbing off on these kids.
Exactly.
Even stronger.
Stronger.
That's why I told you I bring nothing but good energy to my children. Like, I just want them to feel good, because I'd rather feel bad and deal with everything I'm dealing with, but I don't want them to feel that. Not yet, because they're kids. Not yet. It's like, I just want them to wake up and be happy every day, all day, because that's what children do. They have nothing to worry about.
They'll be children.
Yeah. So yes, it's a lot on TikTok and YouTube that I'm watching. She was like, I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe that. That little girl told my daughter that. Yeah, I know. She was like, I'm not going to, I don't want my children hanging around certain kids and certain people, and she was like, I'm cutting people off because I want my kids to grow up a certain type of way. And I was like, I'm just looking at her like, don't coddle them so much that they don't even know about it though.
Yeah,
they gotta know about it, the information, you know.
And then, you know, they know about it, they know how to handle the situation if it should arise.
Yeah.
If they don't know, then they just gonna be like.
Yeah, when the little girl said it to her daughter didn't even say nothing back. It was like, she didn't even know, you know. When Tessa would have been like, because I am a child. I am a kid. I am a little girl. Remember when certain things, Tessa be like, I can't watch that on TV. I'm changing the channel because I'm a little girl. I'm not, you know. She says that a lot. I'm a little girl. She knows, you know. She know what that is. And she knows she's not supposed to be watching it, but versus if we don't know if Maya daughter would have, she would have like, you know, what do I do? Yeah. It's like, I don't, that's why I don't really agree.
Get stuck in the moment, don't know what to do.
And now you done seen all of this.
Exactly. Got exposed to it.
I don't think that's the best way. Give Sheldon all these cards. What are you doing? What if they fall in the AC vent?
Oh, no.
So, guys, I'm going home tomorrow. Taking this big boy home tomorrow. Greediness. All he want to do is nurse. All day, every day. Just the greediness, Lord.
He always try all the time.
He cried like twice. Because I was trying to get myself together.
Yes. And I just gave him the pinky.
The binky?
The pinky.
Binky with a B.
Pinky.
All right, say pinky.
Not pee-pee. Pinky. Not pinky.
We already celebrating 4th of July, y'all.
Roll the light. Roll the light. Roll the light.
We already celebrating. Well, tomorrow is the 3rd, and then 4th of July is the 4th. Look what that is on my phone. I've been on about 30 minutes. I'm going to get off. There's no more questions or nobody's talking to me per usual. But I hope you guys having a great day. Love and light. Thank you all so much for even just being a part of my channel. Have a great day. Have a great night. And I hope the afternoon was full of blessings. Bye-bye.